I was thinking this bit, I don't know if there's legs or not, maybe we can figure it out, but like a German guy saying yogurt, or pronouncing it yogurt.
Yogurt?
I need to eat more I think I need to eat more yogurt.
I noticed that my stools were coming out very solid, so I think I need to be eating more yogurt.
I've been analyzing my stool.
I've been doing some testings on my stools and realizing that they are very solid, so perhaps for the comfort of Klaus, I need to be eating more yogurt.
I've been thinking of getting into yogurt.
Do you have recommendations for types of yogurt that loosens your stool?
It's a very like severe German man in like a black trench coat with like the kind of scarily precise haircut at the grocery store. The Walmart grocery store.
What sort of yogurts would you recommend for loosening your stool for butt sex? For poopensex?
I feel my stool has been somewhat impacted of late. Which type of yogurt is best to loosen the stool for the poopensex?
Me and my partner was thinking about doing some poopensex, but my stools is too impacted, so I need some yogurt to loosen the stools. What would you recommend? I like
Mexican guys like I
like a Olympic yogurt.
I mean, I think Activia is pretty good, but
it's pretty good stuff.
I mean, if you want to spend a bit more, you could get like Olympia, I guess.
But what sort of difference in impact would it have on my stools for loosening, for poopensex? Well, look, man, all I know is that sometimes I go and I eat the like Siggy's like Greek yogurt and like my stomach is really fucked up, man. And so this is good.
And I like the cherry, man.
It's cause sometimes like I like the Activia because it kind of feels like I'm getting like a dessert or something. Because my wife doesn't let me have like ice cream or nothing. So,
but yogurt, it's kind of like when you think about, it's like healthy, I think, but it kind of tastes like ice cream like if you think about it.
I get like the Activia vanilla and like they put a lot of sugar in there, so it kind of tastes like I'm getting like a milkshake or something. I do not see how this has to do with my stools.
I need to loosen my stools for poopensex. May I speak to your manager?
Can I speak to your boss, please? No one. This is not an answer about poopensex. This has nothing to do with stools.
It seems you know nothing about yogurt.
He's the most like friendly little Mexican guy. Like, okay, man. Like, I'm sorry, dude. I don't really know about what you're saying, but like, all I can tell you is what I know from what I've done. You know what I mean, man? Please find your manager. Please tell me someone in this store knows about poop and sex and loosening stools.
Does yogurt loosen your stools?
Loosens mine. If I have too much, if I have too much yogurt, I'll feel it.
Interesting.
But I don't think that's common. I think I just eat too much yogurt.
The secrets of yogurt.
There are sort of undocumented poop and sex benefits to large quantities of dairy.
I'm actually on an all yogurt diet because it gives me constant diarrhea.
And my partner, Klaus, loves it. He loves that knowing that my entire insides is like a liquid. He finds it quite arousing. So
it's actually quite erotic.
It's to know that sort of all day my anus is never closed fully. It's erotic to my husband, Klaus. My wife doesn't know, though.
My wife does not like it so much.
She does not like that I'm always in the men's room.
She says, Franz, you must see something other than yogurt.
I've cooked you a delicious meal of strudel and
sausage.
And you say, no.
I will just have yogurt.
I will just eat the yogurt.
I'm just eating yogurt again.
I cook you every night, Franz. Every night I cook you delicious meal of sausage and strudel. And every night you say, I will just eat the yogurt.
I will just eat the yogurt. And also now I'm going to go to hang out with my friend.
Also, I have basketball lessons again.
I must go and do diarrhea into this bucket.
And then I need to throw the bucket
and then
outside.
I will be going to my basketball lessons.
I will be doing my poopings in this bucket and taking this bucket outside. Why are you taking the bucket outside? To dispose of it, Franz. Do not worry. The bucket goes in the sewer. because I was in your car and it smelled very bad. Must be leftover yogurt.
I might have spilled some yogurt. I fear I may have spilled some yogurt.
There is a chance my yogurt from breakfast in the commutings in the morning has spilled onto the carpet of the car.
The driver's seat of his otherwise pristine BMW is just like
Covered in poop.
Giant diarrhea stain.
She looks in the back seat. There's 8 buckets of poop. Cause I noticed a very distinct poopensex smell in your car.
Have you been having poopensex again?
That feels like a movie Michael Fassbender would do.
Yeah, or like Michael Haneke starring Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, where it's like a German guy who has a wife but has like a secret affair with a black guy who does poop sex.
Poop sex. Yeah. Did I talk about how I was trying to get into Michael Haneke?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You mentioned it.
I won't relitigate that.
It's tough to get into.
I think some of his movies are good.
Yeah.
But man, that first one was so boring.
Yeah.
If it was the exact same movie of just like Germans going through their like mundane lives,
yeah,
but then the husband is sneaking out
to have
buckets of yogurt and diarrhea.
To have like butt sex with his basketball teacher. Also having a basketball teacher is funny.
As an adult man.
Now that we moved to America, I need to learn the basking balls.
Yes, I'm in an intensive basking balls training thing.
It's,
one-on-one.
It's 2 sessions a day of basketball training, so I can learn hoopings.
And it's actually at Lamar's house. Right now we're on basketballs, the theory.
We are learning sort of placements of the basketballs, moves with the basketballs, watching a lot of film about basketballs. And in the next couple months, I will start to dribble the basketballs.
Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow morning. Picks up his 2 giant buckets of diarrhea.
What is in the buckets? I was catching crabs earlier, and I've offered some to Lamar for his trainings. So these are crabs.
Buckets with like visible stink lines coming out of them.
I like him like really shilly lying. So these are crabs.
These are actually... Can you see them? No.
Well, they are dead.
You wouldn't enjoy looking on such morbidity, I don't think.
Very sad things, these dead crabs,
but very delicious.
But Lamar comes from this place called Louisiana, and they do sort of things where they boil the crabs and put in like motor oil and stuff and makes jambalaya.
Maybe I will bring you back some.
Maybe I will bring you back some of his jungle eyes. He calls it jambalaya jungle eyes.
His jungle eyes, yes.
Him and his mother, who he lives with, she does a jungle eyes stew. And maybe perhaps I can bring you some.
And I think it will bring them great joy. I will be eating yogurt.
Yogurt and my peppers. He eats yogurt and peppers.
Yes, Lamar is teaching me to eat peppers, yes.
They are very spicy peppers that do things to my bowels that are very intense. Sort of liquidity. Because Lamar says when you are dunking the basking ball, you need to be light, so you can jump and dunkings.
All of the best basketball players are very light.
They're very small.
Because they eat so much yogurt and so many peppers.
Lamar says that when I'm trying to dunk the basketball, the poopen in my stomach will hold me down. So I must liquidate the poopen in my stomach so I can dunk the basketball. This is one of my favorite guys. Damn, I love this guy. like I like to like casually explain like gay butt sex stuff to like his wife.
Yeah.
Well, Lamar is saying that when you're trying to dunk the basketball, the extra poopan in your stomachs,
it could spill out.
It could keep you close to the ground instead of close to the hoop.
And Lamar has a preference for a liquidy stool.
He says,
well, why? Why is that important?
Why does it matter if his stool is solids like rocks or liquids like water? Well, because if it's solids like rocks, then it's harder to get out. Versus when it's liquid, it's like squeezing toothpaste. Toothpaste. Klaus, how come every time you coming back from basketball? I like also that they're both German and they speak broken English to each other.
Why do you wear the latex costume to
Lamar
your
says
basketball?
it's good to train your mobilities.
He's wearing one of those like blow up gimp fart suits.
Well, Lamar says that when you are keeping the gas near your bodies, sometimes it can help you with floatings close to the hoop.
One of those like expandable latex suits, and he's just got a big like ball of diarrhea dangling behind him.
Klaus, why have you begun wearing the diapers around the house? Well,
you know I am on my yogurt diet for basketball.
For basketball, and also it's become, because my training with basketball has become so intense, sometimes it has become harder to be runnings to the toilet every 3 minutes. So I've decided to not do runnings to the toilet and sort of allow myself to vacate my bowels at my desk during work. Yeah, we haven't done German guy in a minute. They're so fun.
It's been a while, yeah.
He's so fun.
The German poopensex guy.
The German guy's so awesome. Well, like
my training is going very well with Lamar. Thank you for not asking.
Thank you. How was your day? Well, it was okay. I was punching the children in the head to make sure they is growing up tough and strong.
I was hitting the children.
I was making sure that the children had the perfect amount of the fear of God in their hearts.
And also, at work, because you are unemployed.
I was teaching the children about how the little story of the little boy who does not make it in time for his potty training, and he ends up sent to the work camp where he is hit with a rock in the head 1 million times until he is dead.
Just Franz over there like into his gimp suit, just
he's in that like latex cube. Fran, or what's his wife's name?
Fran and Franz.
Fran, I need you to load me onto the car.
Lamar is coming soon. I need you to put me into his trunk. Thank you.
But Franz, why must you be in the cube for basketball? Well, it's because you must not study you must study every shape, not just the ball. So you must learn about the cubes and the triangles and the octagons and the spheres.
How can you truly know the ball until you also know the cube?
Why would it be stupid to try to
muffled voice coming out of the cube? I must study the cube.
I like that he has like really verbose answers to like disgusting questions. In the cube, covered in poop, being like, well, so because when I need to understand the ball, I also must be understandings of the cubes and the triangles.
Lamar shows up dressed like a Tom of Finland drawing.
It's Bert from Fish Tank. Hey, you ready to go?
Yeah. Fake muscles like Bert.
Yo, Franz, you ready to go?
You ready to head roll, Franz?
He pulls up in like clapped out like Chevy Cobalt. Yeah. Yo, Franz, you ready to go?
All right, Fran, please load me in the trunk, and also don't forget my buckets, please.
Please also load the buckets of mine crabs.
My yogurt and crabs.
Please also do not be lookings in the buckets. It is a very naughty wife who looks in the buckets.
They have like a tiny little tarp like taped on top, and there's just like shit like dribbling down the side.
As they say, where we come from, Franz, it is the naughty housewife who looks in his husband's buckets. It is the misbehaving housewives who is looking at her husband's buckets.
And I believe, if you recall in the legends, she is often later gobbled by ghouls.
And what do they
Trolls.
say? What do they say about the housewife who looks at her husband's buckets? The housewife who looks at her husband's buckets is the housewife who is pushed off a cliff. The housewife who is being pushed off a cliff.
When she tries to disturb her husband's basketballs.
Do not question my passion for basketballs.
Funny too if he was like 5'1".
Like kind of fat. Yeah. He looked like the doctor from the second Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Like a little disgusting fat German guy who's 5'1". Do not be questioning my passions for basketballs.
You know I love basketballs more than anything.
When we was in the motherland, what was all I'm talking about? I was always talking about basketballs. Well, I remember in the motherland you was always talking about the African man. You are a lying woman. You will be gobbled soon by the ghouls.
By trolls.
You might be being fed to the trolls soon, Fran, for misbehaving.
You know what they say about the misbehaving wife?
She is often gobbled in car accidents. The misbehaving housewife is often victim to the cut brake lines. This could be a Michael Haneke movie, like literally.
It might actually already exist. Somebody's going to be in the comments like, oh, that's just like...
That's Fran and Fran.
The secret of Fran and Fran.
That's Fran and Fran's The Secret. Yeah, that literally might be a German movie of a guy like concealing his like poop sex with a black guy.
Probably.
I am always remembering you in the motherland talking about the secrets of the African man. No, Franz, you are misbehaving.
You are being very naughty.
Franz, must I strike you again? You are misbehaving.
Yeah. And then, like, yeah, one of them, like, pushes the other one out a window or something.
Yeah, that's the end. It's like, it ends, like, weirdly early or late.
Yeah, I mean, it's like nothing has happened. It's somehow been 3 hours long, yeah. And one of them pushes the other one out the window, and there's an 8-minute totally still shot of them on the ground.
Yeah, as the credits roll.
Yeah,
with like the credits play, and it's like a Grimes song for some reason. Have you heard of this Grimes woman? She's sort of alien elfing. She's doing aliens but elfings.
I really like to listen to her when I play basketball and eat yogurt. Me
and Carmelo are always often listening to the new group of NSYNC boys. The NSYNC boys.
NSYNC boys.
The boys who are synchronized. The synchronized boys.
Germans are a puzzling people.
Yeah, man.
Has anyone noticed?
They're really
has anyone
puzzling.
Noticed this before?
They're an extremely puzzling people.
Yeah, playing their like forklift simulator games.
Yeah,
and getting shit on,
getting pooped on, and playing like logistics games.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I allowed this truck to leave 14 minutes early, and now look, I'm saving so much time by dodging the rush hour.
Yeah, bus driver simulator.
This is my $6,000 gaming PC to simulate the metro situation in Brussels. Exactly. Wow. Look at the efficiency on display.
I've told you not to disturb me when I'm gaming.
And he's just sitting there like this. Just, wow.
Yeah. It's like the transit system like manager.
Paris transit manager simulator. Allows this train to leave 2 minutes early so that it can dodge this accident that's going to happen. Perfect.
Excellent. No, I cannot come for dinner.
I am busy. Do not disturb me. Recall the tale of the wife who disturbs his husband when she is gaming. What happens to the housewife who disturbs her husband when he is gaming? That housewife is found getting her head exploded by his bullets when she is sleeping.
Yeah, she is choked when she's sleeping.
That wife is found after her head is exploded with bullets when she is sleeping.
In the classic fairy tale, the children's tale.
The classic German fairy tale, the Amityville Horror. Yeah, but Germans read the Amityville Horror and were like, this is what happens when the housewife is misbehaving. She is found to be exploded with the bullets.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, yeah, in the Michael Haneke version, I think the housewife would also be carrying on an affair with a black guy.
Yeah, but it's like she's like learning how to like dance Caribbean style. She's learning how to like Caribbean dance.
Yeah.
And the husband's having poop sex. And the wife feels guilty, but the husband doesn't, and he's doing something way worse.
And the children are like starting fires or something.
And then like kissing. The children are killing people and making out. That's literally like, I've seen German movies where it's like, what is this? Because it's like, the husband is into the poop sex, and the children are kissing, and the wife is learning how to dance like the African. It's very whack.
What a broken people.
Yeah.
And they did nothing to deserve it.
The current German populace did not.
That's true.
The current German population did nothing. They've just been living with... This is what happens when... What about German Joker?
Whoa.
What does one get when he is combining of the historical guilt and a love for poopensex?
I feel like the German Joker's laugh would be like, ha ha ha.
His laugh would be, he'd go like this. That is correct. Correct.
Yes, that is correct.
I'm having simples of plans to deal, like when in the Dark Knight when he like crashes the beating. All these criminals are like, what? I'm having the most simples of plans. Hey, boss, what is this guy? You will be sitting when I'm talking.
You will sit when you talk to me, please.
But the plan is very simple. We will be feeding the Batman yogurt. What? We will be feeding the Batman's much yogurt.
We will run this tube of yogurt into his mouth, much like a cow.
We will begin to be milking the Batman so we can extract his bat juice. What?
Pardon? Yeah, like normal Joker's been killed and his replacement is a German sex freak. Yes, we will pump him full of yogurt to extract his juices. It will be very funny.
He interrupts Batman while he's like beating up homeless people, and the Batman hears like down like the subway tunnel like, haha, yes indeed, and he's like, who is that? And he comes down and he's like, good evenings, Batman. I have just the trick for you today. So this is my Joker's trick. And he's like, what is it? And he's like, well, as you have been talking to me, I have done poopens in mine pants. What? I have done much poopens in mine own pants.
I have much poopens. You wouldn't want to fight me now, would you? Or would you?
It's like, do you have a boner right now? So there is only one way for you to be finding out.
Extremely obviously has a boner through his skin put right like purple pants.
Have you ever kissed a man? What? Have you ever kissed a man?
Have you ever kissed another man in the pale moonlight?
What are you fucking talking about? He just fucking
Where's the other guy?
Who are you? Where's the guy? What is this? What? He's like way more confounding to Batman than the regular Joker. He's like in the Batcave, like, Alfred, I don't know what to do. He doesn't really even do crimes.
It is weird, like breaks into his lair and it's just got all like black walls and there's sort of muted techno coming from somewhere. Smells crazy.
All around the city, like in poop, it says, "Why so serious?" Why so serious, Batman?
Why are you so serious?
So there's much in this world to be laughing about. So there is so much to be laughing about, Batman. It's written in poop. Another building covered in shit. Alfred, I don't know what to do.
Who could it be? It definitely couldn't be the eccentric new billionaire Klaus Poopenhofen.
Klaus Poopen Goblin. Klaus Poopen Goblin. Hello, Mr. Waynes. This is wonderful to be meetings of you.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Poopen Goblin, nice to meet you.
Just shakes his hand. It's all covered in poop. Like,
some men just want to watch another man eat shit.
when I was in the jungle, we were chasing a bandit.
When I was in Brussels, on doing sex tourism.
When I was in Brussels doing sex tourism, I went to this club, and I thought it was going to be a normal one, but they just had a little blow-up pool.
I went down into this basement, and they had a pool in there. Mr. Wayne, are you listening? There was a pool full of poo.
There's no water in it at all.
I thought it was for swimming, Mr. Wayne. That's how naive I was.
It's full of poop.
It was a swimming pool full of poop. Some men just want to be stinky, Mr. Wayne. How do I fight? How do I kill him? I think you need to fuck this man, Mr. Wayne. Batsman's. How wonderful to see you again.
He's just in like a robe that's just like totally open.
Yeah, like the regular Joker comes back, and like the German Joker leaves, and then like regular Joker like sends Batman a video. He's like, "Look at me, I'm crazy," and then Batman's just like, "Thank fucking God, dude." That German guy was a problem.
Yeah, the German guy is just constantly trying to get Batman to fuck him.
Yeah,
it appears that I have dropped something.
He keeps making fake Grindr accounts for Bruce Wayne, and then being like, "We have done matchings on Grindr, have we not?" And Bruce Wayne's like, "No, I don't use Grindr." And he's like, "Well, then explain this. You said you wanted to munch in my bottom."
But I think there's a way this could all go away.
He does like shitty photoshops of Bruce Wayne and gay porn.
You actually remind me a lot of my former lover, Lamar.
Who was also my brother. And Bruce Wayne's like, Jesus Christ.
My father was a very twisted man. He was a drinker and a fiend.
My father was very disturbed. He was doing evil things. When I was a young boy, he brought this woman home and he says, "This is my wife." And I says, "Father, you do not have the wife." And he says, "I like women now." And that is when I got these scars. My father said he likes women. It was confounding to me because I did not understand. My father had been kissing me on my lips for years.
My father held something out and he said, "Klaus, smell this."
He's fucked up because his dad was like a frat guy. He would be like, "Yo, smell my finger."
Smell my finger, bro.
You fucking loser. That's what pussy smells like. And he's just a little...
It was like your scheme to adopt a Chinese kid, but it was some 18-year-old who adopted a German kid. The kid was 15.
It was LA Beast who adopted a little 15-year-old German freak. Dude, you want to watch me drink a bunch of old Pepsi?
Hey man, drink this. It's a 45-year-old Pepsi Max.
He keeps, dude. The one he's like icing his own son. Sometimes I would be going to bed and look underneath my pillow, and there was this Smirnoff's ice. And my father would bust in and say, "Oh, we've done it again. We've iced you. Now you must be chuggings. Now you must be chuggings this ice. Otherwise, you are gay."
Yeah, it was all just his frat bros kept calling him gay. He's saying this while like staring out of a giant ornate window with like a lightning storm.
he's saying that while he's got like Jake Gyllenhaal hostage instead of Maggie.
If you don't come soon, I will start kissing him on the lips.
And this man does not even know that he's gay yet.
I will show him.
That's his trick, is he makes guys gay. German Joker, dude. Damn. Oh my God. Yeah, he meets like Two-Face, and he's like, "I cannot decide which side is more sexy." It's like having two beautiful men in the room.
You see, when you are dark and fisted like me, I actually like your burnt side.
You look just like mein father after he was playing with the fireworks. Mein father used to love these films called The Jackasses. And he would be putting the firecrackers in his poopin' bomb for jokings. His dad was Bam Margera. Bam Margera adopted a little German kid.
He would always go to the docks to smoke crack.
And then when my mother got the custody of me, my father had been postings on Facebook that he would be smoking the crack until he's dead. If he could not hang out with me and do funny pranks.
This is all Batman is like tied to a chair.
It's just like, man, what the fuck?
Dude, I don't really want to hear this.
This is probably a lie anyway. There's no way that's real. You're lying right now. No, this is really what happens to me.
Reaches into a bucket, takes a handful of shit and eats it. You see, actually, when you are as dark and twisted as I, it tastes good.
The poopings is tasting's good and the McDonald's is tasting's bad.
Really, it is you who eats the poison.
To you, the Happy Meal is the tasty, but to me, the Happy Meal is very deeply unhappy meal.
Yeah.
Sort of like a torture meal, really.
Yeah, to free Rachel, he just has to kiss him on the lips.
Just once. Just one is a kissing. This is all I wanted.
I have attached. It's got all these like electrodes and stuff. And if you want to release her before the bomb goes off, you'll have to kiss me on the lips, sweetly.
Batman gives him a little peck, and when he like pulls back, he's fully naked. How'd you do that? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Why don't you slip into something more comfortable?
Yeah, then the regular Joker comes back and Batman's like, oh my fucking god.
Oh, thank God.
Holy shit, dude. And Joker's like, what? What's wrong? You don't really have the same pizzazz you used to. And he's like, there's just the fucking fill-in guy was so crazy. You got to really do something wild. Otherwise, this is pretty normal actually to me now.
He kept like touching me in places I just was not comfortable with.
He sent me so many pictures. You don't even text me, so this isn't really a problem.
There's a constant barrage of like texts of the German guy's like poopy asshole.
Or just like selfies. Enjoying the morning views today. With a little smile. Loving the morning's views today. Wish you were here to enjoy it with me. Who's going to eat all these crab cakes I ordered? I have been using Skip the Dishes and now I ain't such a fat ass.
Do I look fat to you?
Batman's just like, oh my god. Every time I block him, he gets a new phone.
Yeah,
I have employed the use of Indians to make sure I can never be blocked on cell phones. That is my greatest trick, is employing the Indians.
It's like a infinite row of burner phones strapped to himself. Oh, it looks like he's blocked me again. This is no problem.
No problems at all.
He's changed his number. Like, I'm in.
I have got him again. Silly little Bruce, you are so cute.
I will have you yet.
Yeah. And there's just no fire between Batman and Joker anymore because he's just got blown out of the water.
Yeah, he got molested.
Joker's just in his in Arkham Asylum, like, what do I have to do? What will it take?
What will he have to do to notice me?
He's just got nothing in it anymore. It's just like work for him now.
It's like his soul has been crushed.
The German guy wasn't even like the Joker. He's just a guy.
Yeah.
Joker has to like track him down and be like, what did you do? What was it?
How did you break the bat?
What is you talking about? Do you want to hang out?
You're kind of cute, actually.
You're looking like the guy from Breaking Back's Mountains.
Do you like, poopensex?
Do you like evil and torture? Yeah, actually I do. Prove it.
Prove it. Join me in my chambers.
Man.